We are following some breaking news this morning as well. Spanish officials say they have found a letter bomb at the U.S. Embassy and detonated it without anyone getting hurt. This is the latest, the fifth incident like this within the past 2 days in Spain. Spanish police say letter bombs were sent to Spain's defense ministry, also an EU satellite center, an arms factory, as well as the Ukrainian Embassy. And then one at the Ukrainian Embassy exploded, injuring one person. Retired Major General William Enyart is with us this morning to talk more about these letters that are being sent to the embassies, the ongoing battle in Ukraine as Russian forces continue the invasion. Always good to have you. Let's start with the latest first, and that's the breaking news. 5 letter bombs found in Spain over the last 2 days. Of note, one exploded. Another was found at the U.S. Embassy. What's happening behind the scenes to determine the threat level at embassies worldwide and uncover who is responsible for this?
Oh, good morning, Marni. It's good to be with you this morning. Spain, of course, is a NATO member, and Spain has been providing arms and economic support to Ukraine in this time of crisis for the Ukrainians. It's interesting that the assaults that have happened in Spain have been on their defense facilities, as well as the U.S. and the Ukrainian Embassy. I think circumstantially, certainly all the evidence points to a Russian intelligence operation. There's little need for anyone else to take such an action. And I think this operation is designed to intimidate a relatively smaller NATO country. And of course, the Russian intelligence agencies have a long and sordid history of violence in foreign countries. For example, we all remember a few years ago when Russian intelligence agents attacked and attempted to poison, it did in fact poison 2 former Russians who had fled to England, nearly killing them. And of course, there have been multiple deaths, suspicious deaths of Russian officials and Russian military people, likely at the hands of their own nation. Luckily, in these latest incidents, they are spectacularly failures. Nobody's been killed or seriously injured. We had that one minor injury, but I think it shows that the Russian government's desperation here. With an attack not only on Ukraine but on a U.S. embassy and on Spain's defense facilities, I think we're getting awfully close to triggering NATO Article 5, which of course says that an attack on one is an attack on all. How much closer to this cliff does Putin want to walk? And does he believe that a NATO response might cause the Russian people to coalesce behind this war, as we've seen the public support in Russia for it starting to peel away?
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.